Hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I am bringing you another exciting video today. This is me from the end of the video. I'm giving you step by step to my going out makeup routine and the products that I used, so stay tuned. I also have answered quite a few questions that you guys have asked me on social media and stuff that I put a poll up and you guys wrote a bunch of questions. So I answered those in this video too. I hope I answered them enough for you guys, but yeah, you'll get to know me a little bit more and you'll get to know my routine for my face makeup. I love what I'm using right now, so enjoy. Okay, so first things first, I am going to pull up some Q&As that I got my Instagram followers to write in for me to kind of answer during this, and I'm going to answer that while I'm showing you my makeup routine for like going out. I'm in a bit of a time crunch today. I have a little bit over half an hour to do my makeup, but because I've done my makeup so many times, I think I'll be fine with doing it a little bit faster than normal, but we'll be fine. Maybe we won't do too much on the eyes, but that's okay. Yeah, and then I'll tell you guys the products. I'll also link them below so it's easy for you guys to grab that or buy anything if you do want to. I have let my Instagram followers ask questions and put some questions in that they want to know. So while I'm kind of taking you through the step by step, I can answer some of that and let you know a little bit more about me or catch up on my life. And yeah, there's quite a few people wrote in, but I will try to get done as many as I can. So if I ever look down at my phone, that is why. But let me pull those up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pull my hair back because I do not want to get makeup on my hair. I just took a shower and I haven't even put cream on my face. So we will start with that first. The cream that I've been using, actually we'll put my under eye cream on first. They sent me this, it's called Veresed. They sent me a few of their products. I've been using their face wash for the past like couple weeks. Their under eye brightening eye gel for vacation eyes, it says, and I love it. Like, all their stuff has not made me break out and I have really sensitive skin, so yeah, I put a little dot of this underneath my eyes just to kind of wake me up. For a lot of like under eye creams, I don't know if they actually work or like rollers and stuff, but I believe it, so I'm gonna keep using them and hope that they are actually working. But yeah, so after I've applied that, my favorite step is moisturizing my face. So I will go in with the Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme cream, the Youth Power Cream. It is like pretty heavy and I do use a generous amount only because I love feeling hydrated on my skin. So I like, well, literally you're gonna be like, whoa, she's using a lot, but I love this cream. And don't forget to get your neck. Neck is very important. So yeah, I will just rub that in with my hands, of course. Okay, so yes, I just put that everywhere and it makes my skin feel so good. I am obsessed with this cream. Like, if you're gonna get anything, I'll tell you at the end if you're gonna get anything which ones you probably should get are my faves. But then I'm gonna go in with the Paula's Choice Smoothing Primer Serum. My friend told me to get this and I've been using it ever since she told me, and I think it's been like a year now, and it is like the lightest but best primer ever. And especially with like a combination with this cream, and on top of it is like a really nice texture. Like, I don't know if you like dewy, but I love like dewy skin, and then being able to kind of pat those and matte down those sections with like my powder afterwards. But I love working with dewy skin. I think it's just such like a nice finish. But yeah, I haven't even told you guys where I'm going. I'm actually in like back at home right now. You can probably tell by a different setup. For those of you who do know me know that this is like my back home room at my parents' place. But it's my friend's birthday, so I'm getting ready to go over to hers for that. I actually put a vodka soda in a wine glass because why not, and I'm going to drink that while I'm doing this. But yeah, we'll get into a question first. The first question is biggest fear and biggest regret. Okay, that's a heavy one. Biggest fear and biggest regret. So to be honest, like, I'm not scared of too much. I have anxiety and I like get anxious about things or situations, but I love being put into uncomfortable situations and stuff like that. So I'm not too scared of too much, but biggest fear. I actually listened to this podcast right before I did this, and I'm going to tell you this because it really did benefit me. This podcast said essentially that fear doesn't exist and that the only thing that you should be scared of is danger. And now that I just listened to that podcast and heard that, like, I believe it, and I don't even know what, and it's in my head, so I don't even know what to say I'm scared of. I'm sure I am, and I'm sure I do have fears, but right now, I guess because I'm moving to a different country, I'm scared that, you know, I'm not going to be comfortable, or I'm not going to have as much fun as I've made my life out in Toronto and stuff. But maybe that, I guess, right now could be my biggest fear. And then biggest regret. Probably caring too much of what people think of me. Like, I've done a lot better now, and I really don't care because I know I'm a good person. But in high school and growing up, like, I did very, very, very much care what other people thought of me, and it holds you back. It holds you back from, like, doing certain things, going certain places, wearing certain things, approaching, like, different people. Like, it really does change you when you are like, scared of being judged or what people think of you and what they're saying. So really, I think that would be my biggest regret, is not realizing sooner that, like, everybody's gonna judge you, like, in maybe to themselves or whatever, but, like, you just have to be you and own it and not give a flying fuck what people think, because they have their insecurities too. Everyone does, and nobody's perfect, but you're perfectly you, and you're never gonna be happy if you're worried about what other people are thinking or saying. So just do your own thing and ride your own wave and be a good person and be like, confident in it. So I think that would be my biggest regret, is just caring. But I've definitely come a long way from that. I still care what people think, obviously. Like, I don't think I'll ever fully not, but I have come a long way. So yeah, I've just put on a layer of the Forever Dior foundation. It is the 2WP shade, or 023. I don't know, but it's my favorite foundation. I've put all my friends on it. It is, like, perfect coverage. It's too much for the day, at least for me. But that's when I'll use, like, a tinted moisturizer. I've been using Ilia. But for nighttime, it's, like, full coverage. Like, it's full coverage. Like, it's everything you kind of need. And it's not, like, I slick it down with, not slick it down, but matte it down with translucent powder. But, like, if you wanted dewy, it isn't too matte or whatever. So it kind of would play along with that dewy look or aesthetic. But I have, like, me and my friends were talking, and I do think that makeup and stuff is going, obviously you can put, like, a big smoky eye and a lot of makeup, but I think, at least for me, like, I like less is more, and I think that I'm gonna go, like, try to do that. Even with, like, my eyes tonight, like, I'm not gonna do much, whereas I used to do, like, darker shades. I'm so sorry I had to change. I didn't want to, like, it's so hot in here in my room, I don't know why, but I didn't want to turn on the fan because I don't know if that'll, like, mess up the video or you won't be able to hear as much. But put on a crop and we're good. Okay, so yeah, the next question was, talk about any past relationships you've been in. Oh god, my friends, literally, I think I'm their entertainment with all the relationships and past guys I've talked to, because I unfortunately don't choose the best ones, or my past track record hasn't been the best with guys. But the next one will be a great one, I'm sure. But yeah, so if you want to know about past relationships and guys in my life, maybe we'll save that for a different video. But the, I guess I've been in 3 serious relationships, so I do have, I guess, a lot of experience in dating and different people and men and all that, and I'm happy I have that, because it's nice to, you know, experience that when you're younger and, like, go through that, because it does teach you a lot about yourself. But you get taught even more about yourself when you're single, at least I think. Like, you're alone, you're with yourself, you don't have anyone to like make you happy, you're making yourself happy. So I'm glad that right now I am single and I'm, you know, learning who I am and who I want to be, and I love it. But definitely have been in a lot of past relationships. First one lasted like 4.5 years, like a long time on and off. But thought I was gonna, you know, be with him forever because it was the first love. I don't know if that's normal and other people feel like that, but yeah, like totally thought that was it. But wow, like no, there's so many more people out there. You don't have to stay with the first love of your life. But yeah, I learned a lot through that relationship that did not work out. I was young too. I was like grade 10 when the start of that relationship. And then second relationship was in university. Honestly, like, I just came out of a relationship and I think that I was kind of like just a dater. So I dated to date, and he was a great, amazing guy, but definitely wasn't the one for me, and we just didn't, it wasn't the best fit. So that didn't last too long. And then the third was my last ex-boyfriend, and like we were the same person and we did literally everything together, but that just did not work out. Sorry, I have a clump of this. So now I'm going in with the Tom Ford stick. I don't know what happened, but yeah, and I'm just putting it on spots and then blending it out with my beauty blender. So yeah, if you want to know more about my past relationships or advice or anything, I've done a few podcasts about it, so check that out if you want a little bit more tea into my dating life, things like that. But, or we'll just do a separate video and I'll answer even more questions that you guys have about my relationships. But yeah, I've been through the ringer and I've learned a lot already, but yeah. So favorite music and music you listen to. I literally listen to everything. I think music should be played at all times, everywhere, because it makes people so happy. But what I listen to, I love Drake's new album. It's amazing. A lot of people are saying that they don't love how it's more like house, but I think it's amazing. I think it mimics his like old Views album, and I think people are going to just say that now, and then in a few months it'll be the only thing playing everywhere and everyone's going to be vibing to it and singing along. And I think that the more you listen to Drake's music, they get better. It's a fact. So yeah, I've been listening to that recently. I love rap, but I also love country in the summer. I love hip-hop. I love everything basically, but I guess more so right now I've been listening to rap and country just because I think those are my two vibes right now. What else? Morgan Wallen. I've been listening to a lot of Morgan Wallen. Best way to set boundaries for boyfriends and friends. Best way to set boundaries for boyfriends and friends. I think, and I've been doing this, I've been trying to do this more lately because I used to be the person that would do everything for everyone, and it kind of took away from my happiness because I was trying to make everyone around me happy, and sometimes people don't do that for you. So it was time consuming and I didn't get the same in return for some people, so I think that I had to set boundaries just in that aspect, and I had to just start saying no to things because people would ask me to do things and I'd do it for them because I was like, well, if I need them one day, like, they'll come with me. But I'm like, okay, but people say no, you have a life. Like, if you don't have time to do something, you don't have to cram it in and half-ass other things in your life. Just don't go. Like, if you don't feel like going or you don't whatever, you don't even need to give them an explanation. You can literally just say, honestly, can't make it tonight. Honestly, like, I don't think last minute is the best thing to do, but honestly, can't make it. And if it is last minute, obviously give them a reason why you didn't tell them beforehand. But like, if you can't make something, you can't make something, and you don't have to. Like, it's your life, and if you don't want to be somewhere, there's probably a reason that you don't want to be there. But and it's a friend's birthday, like, get up, it's a friend's birthday, you know, she's only one birthday a year, let's go. But other than that, If you can't make something, you can't make something. It's your life. Nobody's going to tell you to get up in the morning. Nobody's going to tell you to not go to that party. No one's going to tell you to go to that party. Nobody's going to tell you to get that work done. So it's you. So you have to just follow your instincts and follow what you want to do, because you're the only person pushing yourself. So set those boundaries with people and just start saying no if you need to say no, or start saying yes if you need to say yes. And even with relationships, I think I just thought about this, but with relationships that I've been in, like, I've realized that, like, it really pisses me off and I'll hold it in when people obviously walk all over me or walk over me, but I've started just saying in relationships, like, especially my last one, before we were dating, like, something happened and it wasn't enough to break up over, but I was like, well, I'm not tolerating that. So I literally sat him down and I said, well, I left the bar, and then I sat him down the next day because he was, like, freaking out, and I was like, listen, like, I will not tolerate that. I don't deserve that. I don't put up with that. That's not how I roll in relationships or whatever we have. And if you continue to do that, then, like, we're not gonna continue this and whatever this is. And it was, like, almost like in a relationship, like we were basically dating at that time. But I was like, I'm not down for this if this is how it's gonna be. And he changed that behavior and what that was, and perfect. But, like, I put my foot down and I said, listen, this is not going to work if this is what you're going to do. And that was my warning. And if he did it again, I'm not down. But he didn't, and he changed that behavior, and we had a great, like, relationship. Obviously it ended for reasons, but nothing's perfect. But he did not do that again. So I put my foot down in that aspect, and it worked out. And you do have to stand up for yourself, like, both people in a relationship, because you don't want to be walked all over or anything. And yeah, that's how I put my foot down, and it worked for me, so it'll probably hopefully work for you. What do you look for in a guy? Okay, a lot of guy questions. I'm trying to be single, guys, for the next 5 years of my life. Probably not, because I am kind of a relationship person, but I love being single. But I'm being single for 5 years. Maybe 1, but I need to be single for a bit. I need to have my priorities and only worry about myself right now and stuff. But what do I look for in a guy? What do I look for in a guy? Honestly, like, I don't even think I have a type. I just appreciate a good looking man who is very driven and he motivates me. Needs to be athletic because I work out a lot, but yeah, that's a bonus. But yeah, I love working out with my significant other too. That's, like, one of my favorite things to do. And I'm also, like, really healthy eating and stuff, so, like, please, that would be great too. But obviously I can show him some yummy recipes that are healthy if he isn't. But yes, that is what I look for. But yeah, driven. Like, he needs to have a passion. He needs to know what he wants to do. Not know what he wants to do in life, but he needs to be working hard for something and have a goal, because I'm working really hard and I want someone to be on that same wavelength as me, and we can motivate each other and we can be the best versions of ourselves. Yeah, I don't think I told you about the concealer, but I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one's lighter than I normally do. I don't know if it looks a little too light, but I got this one by accident. I normally get vanilla, but this one is light 1.25. So I don't think it looks horrible. I might put a little more in the crease. And then I put that in all my things, and again, blended that with a beauty blender. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's my type. And then, but tall, I'm 5'9.5", so I want to be able to wear heels with you. Like, I want to be able to wear pumps with you. A dream guy would be like over 6'3", but I know height is genetics and you can't, you know, like, it's more important that you're a good person than that you're over 6'3", but it is, like, if I fantasize my husband, he would be over 6'3", you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just a bonus. What else? Tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah, tall, dark, and handsome, athletic, driven. I don't care what you do, but, like, be passionate about it. Next question. Tattoo tour. Okay, I'm assuming tattoo tour means your tattoos. So I got my initials on my thumb. I got 224, meaning today, tomorrow, forever. I have creator on my wrist. I have Roman numerals date on my back. I have a cross behind my ear because I am a Catholic. And I have muse on the back of my arm. So that's like, what, 5 or 6? But I will be having more because I love tattoos. I think that tattoos are just a way to express yourself, and I think that your body is your own canvas. So if you want to do that, like, do it. It's like working out too. Like, if you want to have a certain physique and all that stuff, like, work out. Do certain things that'll help you get there. I want these art on my body. I'm going to do it, and I love them all. So that's that. Yeah, when I got tattoos, my parents looked at me with 5 heads because they don't have any and they aren't used to that kind of thing. But yeah, I love it. I love it. When are you moving to New York? So I actually have my keys to my place, and I have a few things in the house right now, in the condo right now, but I'm going back early this month, like early July, getting a few more things, and then I'm moving permanently in like the beginning of August. So I will be a New Yorker soon, very, very soon, and it's freaking me out, but I'm so excited. If anyone has any recommendations or anything of New York, like, please send them my way. I've obviously been to visit, but like, would love some recommendations. Always up for that. So yeah, that's approaching really fast. I'm using right now the Mercier setting powder just on everywhere I want to be set. I don't know why I do it on my neck. I don't think a lot of people do, but because I like pull my foundation down to match, because I don't put self-tan on my face, and I just self-tanned for this weekend. But yeah, I kind of just pulled it down. And then I'm putting it on the spots that I don't want to be a little bit greasier or crease or anything. So especially under my eyes, I should have done this first. So I could have just let it sat, but I didn't. Too distracted by these questions. Next one is type in men. Okay, too many men question, guys. We need a whole new video for who I've dated and my type and stuff, if you guys want to know all of that. Kind of interesting that you want to know that, because I don't really, even my last boyfriend, like, I didn't post him on my social media. So I guess, yeah, you probably would want to know, at least if you follow me. I'd be curious if someone that I followed didn't post theirs, you know? He's a 4, but he plays a professional sport. Okay. If he plays a professional sport, that's a talent. Obviously, it would put him up a bit. Like, if you're talented in any field of life, like, that would put you up a bit, right? So, he's a 4, but he plays a professional sport. I'm not going to say what he is because he's an 8. If he's a 4, no, he's a 7. If he's a 4, I would totally, like, just, like, got bipolar there and said that. But if he's a 4 and he plays professional sport, it puts him at least 2. Maybe a 6.5, because he's talented. That's amazing. Like, if you're good at anything, you're gonna be looked up at. Like, best/worst things of living in Toronto. Well, like, the people there I love. Obviously, there's good and bad people everywhere, but there's just so many different types of people, and everyone can be themselves in Toronto, because it's me coming from London, Ontario, like a smaller town than Toronto. Obviously, I'm gonna say that, but it really is, like, I met my best friends there, and we're all kind of from different spots, so it's, like, really nice because everyone, like, I went alone. I also have another tattoo that I didn't even talk about. It's a lever on my arm. Yeah, but, yeah, best things, I think the, like, obviously, I'm going to say downtown life because I would just finish my university there, and that's what we did on weekends. But there's also so many, like, nice gyms. Like, I work out at Sweat and Tonic. I'm with my trainer Soap at Common Ground. So many different places and so many things that you can do. Like, Toronto doesn't sleep. Like, there's so many things to do, and everyone wants to be doing these things. You can meet people in so many different groups too. So best is like go to King Street downtown. There's also go try out new gyms, do some classes with your friends. There's so many different foods and restaurants. Yeah, that's best. And then worst things to do in Toronto, probably or worst things about Toronto, parking. Like you can't, I have a car and I only drive it basically now to go home or to go to like back to Toronto or sometimes work out and things like that. But like it costs more money to park somewhere than to just get an Uber. So parking sucks in Toronto. Too expensive and you can't find any anywhere, but I guess that's city life. I just went in with a bit of like powder, bronzer, hotel. I'm not even gonna butcher this. I'll just tag it below. From Tarte. So yes. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. Okay, we have a few more questions that I'm gonna do because I'm kind of wrapping up on steps here. When did you decide to go platinum blonde? Like 10 years ago. Like a long time ago. I've been blonde for my whole life. I had one kind of like midlife crisis and went brunette, but I am not a brunette. Like my personality and just myself, like I'm a blonde. I love being blonde. But it did take me like a while to go from like darker to the lighter blonde. So probably I want to say for like 10 years I've been blonde. Longer than that, like I'm a dirty blonde. But platinum blonde, probably been platinum blonde for like 3 years. Ballpark 3 years, I think. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? I need to sip my drink before this. I have no idea. I wish I could just like ask a friend. Because I've used it so much and had it for so long, the name isn't on the back. But this blush is from MAC. That's what I just used. Wish I could tell you. I have absolutely no idea. 3 words to describe myself. I'm literally gonna send this. No, she's in a different time zone. I was gonna send it to one of my friends, but she probably won't even get back to me anyways because it would be really late for her. Loyal. I'm very loyal. You can ask any of my family or friends. Like if you mess with someone I care about, I will stick up for them. I will bend my back over backwards for anybody that I love. I am a planner. Like I can't, like planner, is that not a describing word? I am very scheduled. So I have, my friends call me 5 calendar Sarah because I have about 5 calendars that I go through every single day. Of just what I'm doing daily and what I have to get done, and it's hilarious, but it keeps me like productive. That's a good word. Productive. I love being productive. I think it makes me so happy to like get a bunch of shit done. Yeah, like I had this 10-minute journal. You guys probably know, some people might know, the 10-minute journal that I got, and it asks you a question. Like I don't know the exact question, but it asks you something like 3 things that you liked about your day, and I would write or you're proud of yourself, maybe it is, for that day, and I would write every single time being productive. Like it makes me feel so good about myself to be productive and get like my shit done and take it off my like list. Like oh my god, so good. Like getting your life together and having those lists and checking them off, and you know that you've done a lot that day, and like it's such a good feeling. But so yeah, so I'm definitely a productive person. What else? Last word. I don't even know. Like, this is a hard question to answer for yourself. I wish I had someone with me. I'm putting the highlighter on right now. Shiny Peach from MAC Hyper Real Glow. I like blend them all. Basically, I use like these two the most. As you can see, this is disgusting, but I've used this for a very long time. I don't even know if they'd still have it, but hopefully I'll link it below if they do. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so I have to pick one more describing word. Loyal, productive, and passionate. Like when I want to do something or get someone or anything really, like I am passionate about a lot. So yeah, and creative, I guess you could say. I am also using on top of that is the dual finish highlighter. Yeah, I don't know where this is from. Dual finish highlighter in 05, and I just kind of like put that over top of like some areas that I want a little bit more highlighted, and then I'm gonna take my, I'm not gonna put any more on it, but I'm gonna take my blush brush and just put it on like the tips and like go over a bit, because sometimes the highlighter is a bit too much and this just kind of like fans it down in those areas. So yeah, that was it for my face, but I'm now going to put just a little bit of the same powder bronzer that I put on my face, just on like my eyes, and I'm also gonna, I forgot to put Laura Mercier powder on my eyelids so they don't crease as well. Okay, a few more questions. Favorite food. This is hilarious because I've had roommates all through like university, because I lived in like a 4-bedroom house, and I think they would all say, if they had to answer this question for me, hummus. It's my weakness. Like, I love hummus. You can dip anything in it. You can dip pita in it. You can dip veggies in it. You can dip crackers in it. You can dip pretzels in it. Like, it's so good. I love it. And you can have different flavors, so you can mix it up. I should start making it myself, because that would save me a lot, and like sometimes you don't know what's in the ones you get from the store. So maybe that'll be my next goal when I have a bit more time. That'll be a hobby. But yeah, it's probably my favorite food. I love popcorn. Brings you happiness. Just like working on myself and being productive and being a good person, like seeing yourself grow makes you happy. Like, it makes you confident and proud of yourself. So yeah, and like treat yourself, do things for yourself, like find happiness in yourself, like learn how to do that, but be productive. Like, work on your goals, work on your hobbies, fill your time with that kind of stuff. Like, for me, like after breakups or things that happen in my life, if I like stay in my room or kind of that stuff for too long and don't go out and work on my hobbies and things, like it really does bring me down. So being productive and working on you and that kind of stuff, like that makes me happy. And obviously, like doing things for the people I love, family and friends, it makes me so happy as well. But that's also one. I also forgot I didn't put any gel, just clear gel on my eyebrows, so I'm gonna do that too. Clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Last, or I guess second last question that I'm gonna just do for right now. Do you have a boyfriend? I guess you know this answer now after my answers to all the other questions. No, I do not have a boyfriend. I am single, and I'm so happy and content with being single. That's that. We'll leave it there. What is your iPhone screensaver? This is hilarious because I always like make goals in my notes on my phone for like next months and whatever. So I made a note in my notes of end of June and July goals, and I showed them to my trainer, and He helped me like add a few more and stuff. And I put it as my screensaver because he recommended me to do that, so I would stick to it and I could read it every day, wake up, look at my screensaver. You know what, I need to do that more. I have been doing that for most mornings, but I didn't do it this morning. But I need to read it, look at it, read it, take it in, and yeah, have those goals in mind. But that was my screensaver for so long, so it's still my screensaver. So Soap, if you're watching this, it is still my screensaver. And it's doing amazing. It is helping me so much. But yeah, that's all the questions I will answer for you now, because all I'm going to do now is spray my face and put a little bit of mascara on. I do have lashes on, but I might just put a little bit on my bottom lashes. And not like too much, but I feel like it could be good if I just put a little bit on. And then this is, yeah, a quick, because I'm going to have to go soon, but one of my quicker full face, full coverage makeup routines. I'm happy with it, but if you guys have any recommendations of other products that you use, like for anything that that I've done right now, please let me know, because I'm always open to different products. Yes, that was that. And then I did lose, like, it's so sad, I lost my MAC lip liner. Dervish is the one that I normally use, and I lost it. So I'm using the right now Charlotte Tilbury liner, the lip cheat. Thank you so much for watching. This is my end of the video look, but yes, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment down anything else you guys want to see from me, because I am still doing it. I'm still providing videos for you guys, and I love it. But yes, until next time.